Hey guys, welcome to another recap of Celebrity Apprentice. Last week, Nikki Taylor was fired because she pretty much admitted it was her fault. It's the kiss of death. You can't give in like that because you're going to get fired. All right, so Gary, head injury aside, Gary is pretty much a nut. He didn't understand what classy meant. Yeah, the head injury, he was nutty before. I mean, for crying out loud, he rode a motorcycle without a helmet. Even a little kid knows that's stupid. All right, so Gary got to deliver his check, which was a good time. It's always a good time when the celebrity gets to give money to the charity because the charity is really the big winner on this show. So this week, the company is ACN, and they want the celebs to create a 30-second commercial for their brand new product, the ACN video phone. The PMs are going to be Nene and Lil Jon. And it kills me because Ivanka keeps calling him Little John. Hello, it's Lil Jon. Get it straight, sister. Don't get it twisted. All right, so at ASAP, Dion has come up with an idea right away that she wants to be in the commercial and she wants to be working with her producer who's in another city via the video phone. They meet with the execs, however, though, and the execs tell them they want it to be an emotional commercial, so they got to change gears right away and come up with a different idea, which they do, and Marley comes up with the idea that there's a 16-year-old girl in France, and she wants to talk to her mother over the phone, and her mother's deaf, of course, because Marley is, and you can do sign language over the phone because you can see each other. I thought that was a great idea. Nene realizes halfway into the task, though, that there's a lot of dead wood on the ladies' team. In fact, the only people who are leaders are herself, Star Jones, lawyer, and Marley, and Marley's interpreter. Dion was tired. She decided that when it came time to edit, she was going to go home and lay down because she had enough. But there was a whole controversy at the end of the show. Did she tell Nene that she was going, or did she ask Nene? I'm saying that she told Nene, and you can watch the tape back for yourself. At no time was she like, Nene, can I go home, please? No. All right, so at Backbone, which is the men's team, they met with the execs right off the bat, and Jose Canseco has lost his mind. He wants to use the video phone to talk with aliens. I don't think it's going to happen because I don't think they have one. Lil Jon wants the commercial to be hip. And he wants it to be happening, and he thinks that he's going to bring the gay vibe into it and take a big risk and have it be two grandparents, their grandson got engaged, they want to, he wants to show off his fiance, and it just so happens that it's another man. Huge risk, and I don't see where it's funny because, there's gay couples all over the place. I mean, it's almost to me like a slap in the face, like, haha, look at this. Two guys together. Like, that doesn't happen. Maybe, maybe 10 years ago that would have been like risque, whatever, but it's commonplace now, so I didn't understand. I didn't get it. I'm sorry. Yeah, Gary was nuttier than a fruitcake during the shooting. Again, not the head injury. If you watch the Buddy Holly story where he played Buddy Holly, he played Buddy Holly exactly how he played the grandfather. Almost. And by the way, his fiance has nicknamed his penis the Big Wednesday. Why? I guess Wednesday is hump day, so that's as far as I can think. All right, so it's time for the presentations. I so did not go there, did I? All right, Donald loves a huge entrance. I'm surprised he didn't have O Fortuna playing when he walked into the theater for the presentation. All right, ASAP, Star Jones was warning Nene, not too sexy, girl, because you're coming off too sexy. You have to come off like a lawyer when you give the presentation. All right, so on ASAP, Nene and Star Jones gave the presentation. It was very professional. The commercial was great. It was very clear, branding-wise, and I thought they covered the emotional aspect really well. But when Backbone came out, Lil Jon totally pumped up the crowd because he's used to probably playing to like big stadiums and stuff. And the name of their commercial was Tommy Gets Engaged. He hyped it as a Super Bowl commercial. He hyped it as a viral video. I mean, he had the crowd in pretty much a frenzy. He had them screaming. So who do you think who do you think they're going to vote for? Come on. All right, so the executives and the audience actually loved both of the commercials, and only a few percentage points were spread between the two of them, even though they were completely different. I mean, I really think that the ladies followed what the executives wanted, and the men, if they didn't have Lil Jon, now I'm being Ivanka, if they didn't have Lil Jon pumping up the crowd, I don't think as many people would have voted for him, but I guess presentation is part of it. So, in the boardroom, Trump was praising the men, and Nene starts crying out of nowhere. And she says it's because she's, emotional because she really wants to win for her charity, because she was in an abusive relationship, and so was LaToya, and so was someone else. I can't remember now. But, Marley was. Not that that's funny, but, I mean, maybe I'm just letting off a little steam. Just kidding. All right, so Trump wants to know what's going down on the women's team, because the men's team is a total love fest. Nobody had a problem getting along. Everybody worked well together. But Dion and LaToya seemed to be the names that were coming up during the boardroom discussion for the ladies. Well, they're going to have to start worrying because the men won the task. It was close, though. I'm really surprised that the men won because it really was not what the executives spelled out in their, they wanted emotional. And I don't really think it was emotional. I don't even think it was that funny. All right, so the ladies' boardroom, it comes out that Hope and LaToya are followers, at least according to Marley. And Nene, she thinks that the team could probably do without Dion. And Dion thinks so too. She thinks she should be fired because that's what the general consensus is. Honey, you just got your panties into a twist, because when Trump was like, Starr thinks that you're quitting and that's not cool for your charity, and then Dion was all like, well, then I want to stay. And then Trump's like, well, it's too late because you're fired. You never let Trump smell blood because he's like a friggin' shark. He will go after you if he smells one drop of blood in the water. You're done. Stick a fork in yourself. So she's fired. They go out to the lobby. She's waiting for the elevator. Her and Nene get into a little shouting match outside on the waiting for the elevator. She's like, it's okay. She gives her a hug, and then she's like, you're a coward. Great. Make up your mind, crazy lady. It was, she just left, and she was just like, she thought they were intimidated by her. I don't think so. Next week, this is a big show. Meatloaf has a major, mega freak out. I mean, I saw veins popping out, and I think there's pretty much a 50-50 chance that they're going to have to pop out the defibrillator. It's not good, but it's going to make for good TV, so I'll see you there. Until then, much love.